But let me say to you, the thing about it is, as we going on, we're looking to do. Hold on. We're looking to do a church that's going to involve other cities all at the same time. What we do right now, we started a 501c3 in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's going to be federal. It's federal as well as that particular state. We are back and forth. But the thing about it is, we're looking to deal with people's health, and it's all free. You give into the church. But also, we're looking to deal with a Bible study where we're going to come together and people are all going to be taught the same. But whatever minister, preacher, teacher, Wednesday nights we do Bible study normally. And Saturday we do what's called Saturday school. And what it is, very relaxed environment. We try to get together and have breakfast before we have Saturday school. We're not 7-day Adventists or anything. The Lord gave us that because the fact about it is people can come in a more relaxed atmosphere on Saturday and learn in the school setting. We just go into Bibles, reading verses and events and all that. And also on Saturday, the Lord gave me this recently, we plan on having workshops where we want to teach people, train people within the congregation, not just here, but in other cities, where they can teach people in this city and other cities how to have trade. And then we're looking to have an annual get-together in different cities. Well, we looking for some great things, the Lord to give us some buses where we can just get the people and get on the bus and go somewhere, even in New Orleans, whether it be on the East Coast, whether it be up north, whether it be up in Chicago, places that as the economy go to getting worse, we're looking for the church to get better.
That's right.
And I'm talking about God increasing us. Now we know it requires some faith. The church ain't going to build itself up by itself. It's got to have members in the church that build up the church. We're not asking nobody to do nothing that you don't want to do. You give as God have laid it in your heart to give. But give to God. We do teach tithing, that people give out of the 10th or what they get a week because the Bible talk about that. But now, you got to understand what tithing is. It means God going to take care of your 9/10 that it's not going to run out that week. If you don't give your tithe, you're not paying your tithe, you give it. God bless you to be able to have it from the jump street. If you give, God going to give to you. Even more so. But this is our reasonable service. And a free will offering, what you want to give. Churches have things because people give. But we want to say this to you all. The more we get, the more we're going to take to invest into the people. The most important thing is not building up a cathedral, but building up a people that build up one another. And let this thing spread. And especially our young folk, me and preacher talk about this all the time, because the devil is building every day. People are putting, but we want to tell y'all, God got some millionaires that's going to, we believe, come into this church. God got some people that are going to put millions of dollars into this church because they're going to see what it's doing and they're going to want it to bless them. And I'll tell you, it's some already God done showed me. I'm not telling you that you're not supposed to give, because the little lady that gave the 2 mice gave more than all the other people because she gave it to God. It wasn't whether you giving it to me or Brother Tyrone, you giving it to God. But you got to be in the church, as the sister was saying, that show you they about God's business. You get locked out and I'm riding around and you got to catch a bus. Excuse me, y'all, I got to say it. You got to catch a bus to church and I'm riding around in a different Mercedes-Benz every week to church. Something wrong with that church. I'm flying in a helicopter and you a member that's giving faithfully in the church and you got to catch a cab, a bus to church. Something wrong. Let me tell you something. If I got my bills paid in the church and you come into the church and you can barely get by, something wrong. Number one, the Spirit of God gonna show somebody in that church, somebody in need. Number two is that those people in the book of Acts, and I'm finna close, the people in the book of Acts took all what they got because they seen some people had more than others, and they laid it down at the apostles' feet, and they distributed out to every man as he had need. And nobody laughed. See, this is a new church. It ain't a new one, but it's a new one that we know that God is building up. He's building up a church that loves itself and loves others. And that you young folks can have a foundation, and your young folks can have a foundation where you ain't got to feel like you out here all alone. You want to come to the hospital? Run to the hospital. You want to come to a place where you can find rest? Go to the house of the Lord.
That's right.
What God wants us to do. And see, we at the age and experience now that we ain't got no other choice. Like let's just say we're 52, 51, almost 50. We don't have no choice but to give to God. Now, for you all to understand this manner of giving to God, we don't have to try to do this thing. We can go out here and live like the world and make a bunch of money. There are a lot of things these folks doing down here that get money, but it's not the money, it's what you do with it and how you get it. The devil, you do the things of the devil, he gonna give you stuff to curse you. Things of God, he gonna give you stuff to bless, to be blessed and to bless with. I'll make you the lender and not the borrower, the head and not the tail. Oh, I'm excited. And I know preacher excited, this sister, all of y'all excited because the vision, it was for appointed time. And this is that appointed time. And it's speaking right now. And it's going to speak even louder and not loud. So we're going to say to you all that whatever the Lord put on your heart, we're going to put our tithe. You put your tithe over here. You put your offering over here. Let me say that as you get ready to go out, you put your offering right over here. Put your tithe. Put your tithe over there if you want to. Look, let me say this. Before y'all go out, as you're going out, oh, you put your tithe in.